Suppose you're in Phuket looking for a small day trip to do island hopping without spending a vast time traveling. In that case, this trip to Koh Hay, the closest tourist island to Phuket, is the trip I truly recommend. On this trip, we're taking a long-tail boat to visit the island of Koh Hay, including the island's famous Banana Beach, a place tourists can spend the day doing a variety of excursions and relax on a beautiful and heavenly beach that takes only 20 minutes to reach from the Panwa area.
Today we're going to go see what it's like to go on a full day trip on a long-tail boat to the islands near Panwa. Right now, I'm located in Klong Mudong, which is 10 minutes away from the Vina Beach homes, and it's one of the many spots near Panwa where they have long-tail boat service for tourists who want to visit islands nearby. So, before we embark on this exciting journey, let's go and have a few words with our boat driver and ask him a few questions where we're going to visit and what the price is like. Okay, let's go. โอเคครับสวัสดีครับพี่ชื่ออะไรครับผมชื่อเฟสครับพี่เฟสนะครับโอเคครับพี่เฟสครับวันนี้เราสำหรับ full day trip บนเรือหางยาวเนี่ยเราจะไปแวะที่ไหนบ้างครับพี่
เราจะไปดูลิงล่องคลองแล้วก็ไปดูเที่ยวกระชัง
มีดูลิงนะครับไปเที่ยวกระชัง
ครับล่องคลองด้วย
ครับผม
แล้วก็ไปเกาะที่ไปเกาะเราจะมาแวะเกาะทนานกัน
อ๋อเกาะทนานใช่ไหมครับ
ครับ
ทนานที่เป็นทะเลแหวกใช่ไหมครับ
ครับทะเลแหวก
โอเคได้ครับพี่สำหรับ full day trip อันนี้เนี่ยราคาจะอยู่ที่ประมาณเท่าไหร่ครับพี่
ประมาณ 3,000 บาทครับ
3,000 บาทนะครับ
The price may seem high for 3,000 baht on a long-tail boat, but be noted that for this price, you can bring as many as 7 persons in your group. And the best thing is, you get the privacy of the whole boat for yourselves. If you come with a partner, it would cost 1,500 baht each, with the price reducing significantly with the more friends you bring on the trip. The first stop the driver took us was to visit some monkeys living in the mangrove forest as we exited Mudong Canal towards Koh Hay.
We've reached our first stop, which is said to inhabit a community of monkeys. But as our driver recommends, we shouldn't give the monkeys any food because otherwise the monkey will bite us.
At first, I anticipated seeing a substantial troop of monkeys, yet no more than 10 were in sight. I'm uncertain where the rest went, but it's worth considering that my visit was during the hottest month in Thailand, April, and it could be they were hiding in the more shaded areas. Nevertheless, it was soothing to learn how Phuket, a province where urbanization is spreading rapidly, has conserved much of its nature, seeing there's still a large and dense mangrove forest that's able to inhabit a community of monkeys. In coming out of the Mudong Canal and out to the sea, we were off to the next stop.
Okay, we've reached our second stop, which is called is the area of where they have caged community fishes, or pla krachang.
So forgive my naive and direct translation and for calling this place caged fishes, as I couldn't think of the right term back then.
Oh snap, you didn't know?
But this is simply a fish farm.
So if you come here and you come out, just be careful on your steps because there's lots of levels. So just be careful not to fall down, but it's really safe here.
The fishes they have here are cobia fish, grouper fish, monkfish, and lobsters, varying from baby-sized groups to humongous ones. These fish are farmed mostly for delivery to seafood restaurants.
ถ้าเราจะกินปลาทูจองปั๊บแกจะทำมา
อ๋อเหรอครับอ๋อแล้วถ้าทำเป็นซาชิมิเขาทำให้ด้วยได้ไหมพี่
ทำให้ด้วยเราบอกว่ากินอะไรเมนู
ครับ
ซาซิมิกุ้งมังกรว่าซาซิมิปลาช่อนทะเล
ล่ะครับโอ้ยอย่างนี้ต้องสงสัยต้องขอเบอร์ไว้
The driver explained, if you wish to reserve the fish, you can call this long-tail boat service, whose number we'll provide in our description, and they'll prepare this service for you. There's a small restaurant nearby where they'll cook your fish fresh from the sea, offering a variety of Thai menus for you. Through the driver's recommendation, to make the most of the freshness, the farm can provide the service of expertly doing sashimi for you. And the suitable fish for sashimi would be the cobia fish, also known as plachon thale in Thai, and lobsters.
Do not be afraid to hold a lobster as large as this. This is the first time I'm holding a lobster. so huge แจ๋วเลยพี่
For the next stop, we went to the separated sea, or Talewak. As the name implies, it's an uncommon phenomenon where a narrow beach divides two sides of the sea. This beach is an extension of the one that surrounds Tanan Island, or Got Tanan, a small island located between Lone Island and the Panwa Peninsula.
อันนี้คือตัวเกาะที่เกาะชื่อทนันเลยใช่ไหมครับ So even though we're not able to see it, it's good to know that about 20 minutes away from our area, from Klong Mudong, there's this really magnificent area that you can visit. And you don't have to go as far as to PP Island. And you're able to see this phenomenon of nature where there's two sides of the water meeting into one beach.
If the tide is low enough, you can walk on this beautiful narrow beach and get some groovy pictures. Unfortunately, by the time I arrived, the water had reached a high level, making the beach look like a white manta ray swimming to the surface. Anyhow, my sincere advice is if you're serious about planning to experience walking on this beach and having some beautiful shots taken, you should maybe skip the fish farm and visit this place as your first destination from early in the morning, because that's when the tide is low and this beach is most beautiful. Next stop, we visited one of our final destinations, Got Hay. And as you can see, what this service has planned is to save the best stops for the last.
I'm gonna be able to spend some time there, swim around, do some snorkeling, and say hi to the fishes.
Much to look forward to, and hopes were fulfilled when reaching there to see such a beautiful clear blue sea and to swim with these cute little colorful fish, except for only one thing that was missing. The driver and his crew forgot to bring the snorkeling equipment.
Oh man!
Despite that, I love this stop for how timeless it felt to be in such a private and natural place and get myself some soothing exercise. Overall, I would say the serenity offered here was as refreshing as it could be. And after a good time in the sea, I could feel my stomach growling already. And it was just the right time to visit the last stop for our lunch, which was Banana Beach on the island. The Banana Beach far exceeded my expectations. It's located on the other side of the island from where we swam with the fish, and on arrival, they had staff to greet me and make it to the reception of the island, where there's a minimum fee of 100 baht that goes into the maintenance of this beautiful beach. As you can see, it's a popular beach with stunning white sand, crystal clear water, full facilities, places for you to relax, day beds, a load of excursions for tourists to choose at the beach, and best of all, including a premium restaurant.
Oh, and as you can see, this is the restaurant, and it's far much better than what I expected. The restaurant looks really nice. It looks like a 5-star hotel restaurant.
For the appealing quality of food offered, and for all its protein being halal sourced, I chose to take the option of buffet, costing 500 baht. Just have a look and you can see that for the buffet, they don't hold back in offering the freshest items from the sea, including squid, shrimp, and fish, through a range of menus. Now, I'm not saying that the buffet is the best choice, because if you're not that hungry, then the a la carte menus, which cost around 100 to 200 for one full meal, would be a better option. And while I was eating, I could hear birds chirping the whole time. And that was when I discovered that Got Hay has its uniqueness in that it inhabits hornbills, which just enhances the vibe of being close to nature, having me feel mesmerized to see so many of them in this island.
I think it's a really great island. I think they did well here to accommodate tourists who enter here daily, especially during the high season. They have everything that's convenient for you. Everything's high quality, and you don't feel any sense of dirtiness. It really exceeded my expectations.
It was only after the meal that I realized how full I was. And all I wanted to do was just sit and relax on the beach to let time just flow. Maybe it goes with the Thai saying that "nang thongตึง nang ta yon," which translates to "tight belly, droopy eyelids." And it was time to go back to our accommodation and watch the beautiful sunset from our balcony at Davina Beach Homes. So if any of you like this sort of trip on the longtail boat, I recommend Davina Beach Homes as your resting place. Accommodation prices here starts on average of $50 per night only. And what you get is being in front of a beach, spacious rooms, and having a dipping pool on the balcony. This is so much of a bargain. Thank you for joining me on this trip to explore Koh Hae. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, please give it a thumbs up. Or if you have any suggestions of what trip you would like us to cover in the future, we'll be glad to hear your comments. Until next time, I hope you have a peaceful day.